Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just setting myself up here. Welcome to the team, Elena. I think it's Elena. What's going on, Neil? Marky Mark. Can you guys hear me?
Hey, Sean, what's up? Got Sharon, we can hear you, bro.
Okay, cool. Was that Mark?
It's Mark, yeah.
All right, cool, man. Cool.
Yeah. I'm on mute myself because I got a lot of noise in the background. I don't want to interrupt, all right?
Not a problem. I just wanted to make sure I'm not hit by my. Well, I see the name, but I just didn't know if you guys heard me or not.
Okay.
I'm setting myself up, guys. Give me 2 seconds. My computer's acting funny. Okay, there we go. All right, almost. All right. So I want to welcome you guys to tonight's Art of Taking Signals. Welcome to another week in the markets. Let me take a look at what let me open up my MetaTrader real quick. All right, so as I look at the attendees we have tonight, we have Alina, Mark, Neil, and we have a 347 number. You guys can unmute and just acknowledge that you're here. Who's the 347, 737? I'm not gonna say the full number. I just want to know who I'm talking to. Or if you don't want to talk, you can chat. There's a chat option where you can just chat and type in, speak back to me. I just like to know, have a little bit of participation here. I wouldn't be a good radio host because I'd feel weird, like I'm just talking to myself or something, you know? Can you guys hear me? I know, Mark, you heard me. Neil, Elena. Okay, I got a chat that came in. All right, all right. There we go. Let's see what the chat says. Okay, Mark said loud and clear. You're the only one talking, Mark. Or the only one responding. Okay, there's Neil. Neil's in the house. Cool, 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 cool. All right, cool, cool, cool. So for the most part, everyone here, I think you guys attended at least one of the Art of Taking Signals classes or webinars. Our newest person that we have as of today is Elena, Miss Scarlett. And again, I want to welcome you to the team. I hope you hear me. If you're in an area where you can't really talk right now, if you could at least put a little something in the chat. It could be a thumbs up, a one, anything. And then we have the 347-737 number. If you could speak and say who you are, or you could just throw it over there in the chat, just so I know exactly who I'm talking to. And then we just got in a 407. I think that's Florida. Is that let me see, Florida. Acura? Let me make sure everybody's unmuted. Oh, unmute. Okay, now I just unmuted. Oh, I had everybody on mute. No wonder. All right. So can you guys hear me now? 407. Is that Acura? 347-737. Who's that?
Elena's here.
Elena, how you doing, Elena? Did you hear
Hi,
me?
everyone.
Okay. All right, we'll get started. So this is going to be really for Elena and for the guys who've been rocking and rolling with us for a little while. And it's great that you guys continue in sessions, because you might have some questions as we go through the week. And this is a great opportunity to ask it while we're on these webinars like this right here. Really, we're going to be covering the art of taking the signals, the proper way to take the signals. And, you know, we have a pretty fairly new setup far as the signals are concerned. We're having a lot of great success. But as we move forward, there will be times where we need maybe to tweak a little something or implement something or whatever the case might be, to make sure that all of our executions are be done properly and we're not risking too much or anything of that nature. I do applaud you guys, because from what I'm seeing so far, for example, Neil, this morning with your margin level percentage, I think you said yours is like 5 something at the time, which is awesome. That's great. That's a comfortable place to be. And I know for new traders, or if you see red, all you're seeing is red. You're not saying, well, I'm comfortable or it's 500%. You just see red. But I do want, as we've said before, it's normal. That's the way it's going to be. I mean, that's just the art of trading. You just, it's rare that you put in a trade and you just automatically go into the blue right away. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. A lot of times you don't. So I just want you guys to be able to be comfortable with that as well. Okay, so I'll start off. Guys, this is the MetaTrader 4. Alina, have you gotten a chance to download your demo account, download the MT4 app on your phone? Have you gotten a chance to do that as of yet? Let's see, I think I got you on mute. Oh, no, you're not. And you can chat, you can type in the chat. Guess not. Guess so. I don't know. Okay. Well, hopefully you have. Everyone definitely should have. I know everybody else does have the the MetaTrader 4 app downloaded. For the most part, most of you working in a demo, I think Neil jumped out the gates on his live account, which is okay. It's okay. We do recommend everybody start with a demo account for at least a week or two so that you can get comfortable with the movements of the market. You can get comfortable taking the signals. You can get comfortable in these things, and so you're not in a emotional flux. Trading can be an emotional thing. I mean, it's not the trading aspect of it. I think it's the money aspect of it. It's the financial aspect of it. But as you move forward, you will learn how to throw those emotions away. Don't worry about your emotions. And one of the best ways not to worry about your emotions in trading, and I will say this from the beginning, is don't trade money trying to pay your bills. Don't try to pay your rent trading. Don't be in trades like, oh, I don't eat if I don't win on this trade. Basically what I'm saying, don't trade money that you're not willing to lose. If that makes sense. This is why we always recommend starting with $200, $100, something small, so that as you grow, you're able to continuously use house money, money that you've gained out of the markets. Now, we will go over the P390 Forex system at the end of the presentation tonight, and we will talk about ways of giving that P390 system a shot, what's the word I want to use? Steroids, pretty much. We want to put it on steroids. So there are ways to do that as well, and we will cover that at the end. So this is a standard chart. The EUR CHF, we're actually in this trade right now. It's how a chart looks. A lot of the chart work is not going to be necessary for taking signals, but we do have our YouTube channel, and if you haven't subscribed to it yet, you can be led to it by going to highwaytofreedom.info. highwaytofreedom.info. So by going to highwaytofreedom, let me show you. I kind of like the page. One of our leaders, Femi, he designed it, and it's so good, man. It's so good. Let me just go to it so we can all look at it. It's so good because everything is in one place. You know, before when folks were starting, we kind of gave you everything in bits and pieces. You probably received a link to go to Traders Way. Then they sent you a link for the Telegram. Then they sent you a link for the YouTube. Then they sent you a link for the National. You know, everything was bits and pieces. But as we grow, we keep making this structure and platform tighter and tighter. So this is how it looks, and all the links are right here. The YouTube link, the Facebook group, the Telegram chat, babypips.com. Now, I do realize that, especially a lot of you guys who are showing up to more than one of the Art of Taking signals, I applaud you. Because what that's telling me, you guys really want to learn how to trade. You guys are really into it. So you're trying to soak up everything that you can soak up. I want to suggest for all of you who want to learn how to trade yourself, as well as take the signals, or you don't want to be in a position where you're just following the signals, the great start for you is right here, babypips.com, www.babypips.com, because you're going to hear a lot of us in the chat use some terminology that is going to be like a different language to you. You're going to be like, what does he mean by a trend? What does he mean by he's going short, he's going long, the Heikin-Ashi, Fibonacci, you know? And so, you know, it's kind of, we could take the time to break all those things down, but it's much easier if you just go to babypips.com. So that website is there. There's also the website, click for Daily FX for news and updates. Some of you might have been with us long enough to notice there are certain times where I might say, guys, expect some volatility at 8:30. Trump is speaking, or the Fed is coming out with so and so and so, or whatever the case might be, this is where you keep up with those type of news events on Daily FX. And I just put this one in here today, My Deals. Hopefully you guys, a lot of you probably don't even know that you have an app that's available to you for being a part of the team and being with National Wealth Center that literally gives you savings, all type of savings all around you on products, going out to eat, activities. There's something for go-kart, and then you put your zip code in, so everybody's in different locations. But you type in your zip code, and there's deals all around you guys. We're trying to make money, that's great. But one of the ways you make money is by saving it. So National Wealth Center has this awesome savings center, and the instructions on how to get, there's a code, you download the app, then you put it's a customized code that you have. You put that code into the app, and it literally unlocks the savings for you. And you just, you got your app, you're going out to eat, you search your app, or you type in the restaurant you want to go to, see if they have discounts on that, or you see what restaurants have discounts on it. The weekend comes up, you want to have some fun, do some activities. There's a section there where you can look for different activities in your area or out of your area. You literally put in how many miles away your search you would like for it to be. Today I saw something for discounts, go to Disney World. I saw something for discounts on cruises and all kind of stuff. So, I mean, guys, there's a lot of awesome information right there with the National Wealth Center. Like I said, the savings app. There's a lot of motivational tools that they put out for you being a part of the wealth creation level. There's a lot of stuff. So I do encourage you to go in your back office from time to time in National Wealth Center and just explore it, like a brand new cell phone, explore it. And you'll be surprised some of the good things that are there. All right. So for those of you who like to learn, let's go to YouTube real quick. I just updated this over the weekend. There's 20, if you go to YouTube here and you go to playlists, and you want to subscribe to our channel, this way, different little updates that we put in there. Right now, it's mostly me putting up videos, but as we go forward, you guys see Lawrence is a veteran in the game, and look forward to him putting up videos. And, really, we're a community. We're all like-minded. I look forward, maybe some of you guys will start putting up some videos and stuff as you progress. Maybe showing off some of your profits or giving your story, or you might learn something and start teaching us. Who knows? Who knows? We're a community, and really nobody's over nobody else. We're all like-minded, trying to get to the same destination of success with Forex. And some of us have been doing this longer and have more skill sets. So you guys leverage off of our skills till you're able to walk on your own 2 feet. And even as you're walking on your own 2 feet, we're still going to do it together. So that's the beautiful thing about this. But if you go to the playlist section and you go to Forex trading, I'm going to click on it for you. You see, I got 20 videos over here. Some of them I personally did. Me and Lawrence, Lawrence, and then me and Mike did one.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the bus.
Oh,
that bus right there. The driver, he can drive it wherever he
my computer's weird. It just started playing.
want to go on any bus that he want to go drive.
By itself. Started playing by itself. Yeah. So there are 20 videos here. Like I said, some of them I did, and some of me and Mike, we just did, I think it was Friday or Saturday, on how to set up the trading station. How to set up your trading station so you can see the charts the way we're seeing it with the Heikin Ashi candle. So that's a great one. Should be at the bottom down here. Yeah, trading station setup. Then there's another one on how to set up your MT4, a basic setup for your MT4 platform on your computer. Tonight we're going to mostly talk about the applications for your phone, but there's a video there for that. Then as you take a look, these are some videos that I kind of researched, and they're very great. The worst mistakes beginner traders make, great video. Gross domestic product, trading non-farm payroll, basic fundamental analysis in Forex trading. Trading plan and best times to trade Forex, what to consider. how to use Fibonacci and Forex trading. You guys probably saw the chart I put out today, and I was talking about Fibonacci. So if you want to know about Fibonacci, come to our YouTube channel and check out that video. Then if you have questions about it, shoot it in the group, and then we can have an open discussion about the questions that you have. So I guarantee the questions that you have, I'm sure somebody else has them. They probably have them and don't even realize they have them until you bring them up. Okay? And so there are 20 videos there as of right now. If I see other things that I feel could benefit the team, I will add them there. That's how we do as we go. I don't want to put too much there because Forex can overwhelm you mentally if you're trying to focus on too many things. And I know that sounds crazy considering that the market is only going up or down. But it can make you dizzy trying to focus on too many different strategies and, you know, and all type of different stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there. You guys are going to find out as you get deeper and explore. There's a lot of ways to determine whether the market is going up or down. All right. So that's that. Let's get to the topic at hand. All right. Because Miss Alina, she says she's ready to get going. She's ready to make it happen. She's ready to take her investments and compound those investments. Okay, so as we know, this is how a standard signal comes through the H2F signals channel. Trade alert, I'm buying. Okay, so what is buying? What is buying? Any of my veterans here? I shouldn't say guys not veterans yet, but can anybody help me out with that don't mind speaking up? What are we expecting the market to do if we are buying? I'm going to unmute everybody.
The man requested to take a plea, and he refused to obviously no.
What are we expecting the market to do if we are buying?
The man says to him, okay, no sweat off my back.
Okay, I guess that's not going to work. If we're buying, we're expecting the market to go up, up, up. Simple as that. We're buying. If I was to say, in that case right there, I'm selling, then simply we expect the market to go down. In this case, look, we're selling EURCHF. I got a chat. There you go. Thanks, Mark. Thanks. Going up, going down. You got it. So we're selling this EURCHF. We've been in this trade for a little while, so a lot of you new guys probably not in the EURCHF trade. But we're selling it, and you can see that candles are already starting to come down. Boom, 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 boom. We've been in profit a couple times, but it's been on this support level where it keeps bouncing off of it. We're looking for it to break through it. Give us like 50 pips. All right. So buying is up, selling is down. And the easy way to remember that, if you go to the store, ladies, especially, and you're shopping for clothes and things like that, and it's on sale, then that means that they dropped the price. Simple as that. It's on sale, sell, sell, sell. They dropped the price. So if we're selling in the market, we expect it to go down. Now, I do want to address a question that has been arise from time to time. And they said, Shane, if we're selling the market, does that mean that we already have to own it first? And no, that's not the case. Not with Forex. All it means is that we're putting in a position and we're expecting it to go down. You don't have to already own it in order to sell it. Okay? All right, that's pretty easy stuff there. And the pair. So in this case right here, we were selling the USD CAD. So really quick, I'll show you how to find your pairs on your MetaTrader 4 on your computer, but this will be geared to your cell phone. But if you're on your computer, there's a little tab over here. Looks like this right here, green arrow going up and a red arrow going down. If you don't have these tools on the top of your toolbar, you just simply click View Toolbar, and you click on all of these, and these little icons will start popping up. charts, line studies, time frame, like this is your time frames, they'll start popping up. Status bar. You see how all my stuff is checked off? These are the different things up here. Market watch. That's what that is. That other thing up there, that's a market watch. So if I wanted to find a pair like the USD CAD, I simply click this, bang. See all these pairs, they just drop down for me. All these pairs you can make money off of. Now, when you first open up your MetaTrader 4 on your computer, a lot of times all of the pairs are not listed. So if you want to see them all, you simply right click, and there's a thing right here that says show all. Just click show all, and then the rest of them will pop down. You got gold down here, silver, the Mexican peso, US dollar versus the Mexican peso. You got oil, crude oil, natural gas. There's so much stuff that we could start trading. Hopefully you guys go to highwaytofreedom.info, because once you become a Continental member, we have a separate signals channel that we actually place the gold trades, the silver trades, the oil trades. How cool would that be? I made money on oil today, oil money. I'm an oil tycoon. All right, so that's how you find the pairs on your MetaTrader or your computer. Now, for your cell phone, of course, everyone should have this downloaded, the MetaTrader 4 app on your computer. And to find the pairs, once you get in there, there's a section at the bottom that looks like this right here with the arrow going up and the arrow going down. Very similar to the MetaTrader 4 with the arrow going up, arrow going down. This is your market watch. If you click that, then all your pairs will appear. Now, the same way with the computers, a lot of times all the pairs are not listed right there. So if you go to that page, there's a plus sign that looks like this right here. If you click that plus sign, click on ECN, then all the rest of the pairs will appear as well. And you just tap them with your finger. If you know, everybody should have touchscreen on their phone by now. But yeah, you tap them with your finger, and then they will be listed in your market watch as well. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. So that's how you find your pairs on your app. If you guys need me to stop, slow down, have questions, you can unmute yourself, or even better, put it in your chat. Put it in the chat, and I'll be able to answer if I'm going too fast. Remember, I'm talking to myself, so I don't know, can't judge the reactions. All right, so that's how you find your pairs. What's next? The price. So when we're ready to take a position, if you remember the last thing I showed you, this plus sign on this actual page of the app is how you would add a position. Or better yet, once you go to your market watch on the app, if you hold down on the pair that you want to trade, in that case it was the USD CAD, if you hold down on it, a pop-up window will appear that will give you some options. Let me go to my phone, I'll tell you exactly what the Android app says. I think it's a little different for iPhone, but on the Android app, if I hold down on it, so a pop-up window appears. It says new order, open chart, symbol properties, simple view mode. So if you wanted to place an order, you would simply click new order. If you wanted to actually look at the chart on your phone for that pair, you would click open chart. So in this case, you would click a new order. And once you click new order, something like this will appear. And you're ready to place an order. You see at the bottom, sell or buy. You're ready to place an order. But when you get the signal, very important, sometimes what folks do, they see I'm buying USD CAD and they stop. That's all they see. I'm buying USD CAD. They went to their app, they click buy. Very important that you look at the price. Where is the price we're buying it? And you will find that right here. Right here. So let's say I'm buying, let's use this right here, the EURCHF. What we're selling, the EURCHF. And currently the price is at 1.0760. I put in the signal channel, I say we're selling it at 1.07171. So this yellow line is the signal channel in the group. And I say we're selling it at this price. And when by the time you get to your phone and you look at the price is currently at 1.07055. Now, there's a couple of reasons that what I'm about to talk about is important. Couple of reasons. Generally, when taking signals, there's two outcomes that you guys could have. Two outcomes. One of those outcomes is you get the same results. The other outcome is that you're getting better results. And the way you get better results is, one, have a little bit of patience, and two, be very cognizant of the current price. So in this case, if we're selling the EURCHF and the signal channel is right here, you don't want to jump in the trade right here because it's below the sell. You want to wait. And if, let's say if you were to do that, and let's say we close right here at that current point price, that would be, if we were going to close out that trade right there, that would be 70 pips. 70 pips close from that entry. But if you jumped in the trade at exactly where the price was, you would only receive 56 pips. So when I say close EURCHF 70 pips, and you're like, well, I didn't get 70 pips. What is Shane talking about? I only got 56 pips. That's because you jumped in before the time. The other thing, even more important, so what you would do in that case, you wait for the price to get exactly on the entry or above it, preferably above it, because now you have a better entry than me. You have a better entry. And through trading with a lot of the veterans on the Highway to Freedom, I've noticed, like, we have a young lady named Miss Dottie. She's not as vocal, but she's there. She sees what's going on, and she's a beast when it comes to trading. We used to call her like the, what we used to call her? She had the best entries. Her entries were always like on point. Like if she was catching this market, she would be able to catch it like right here at the top and then ride it all the way down. Her entries would be great. So easy way for you guys to catch your entry, like some of the trades we're in, like sometimes they go against us 50, 60, 70, 80 pips, 100 pips sometimes. We're in some now in that case. What if you were to, okay, let's say I put it here and it went against us 50 pips, but you were kind of patient. You said, I'm going to wait and see what it does a little bit. I'm going to give it a little bit of time. And you notice that it got way up here. That right there is 46 pips behind us. And you said, okay, it's about 46 pips. I'm going to enter right there instead of enter exactly right there. Well, guess what? When we close 70 pips right here, you close at about 110 pips instead of 70 pips. So when I say you guys close out the EURCHF 70 pips profit, you're even more excited because you caught 110 pips by having a little bit of patience. Now, it's a tricky game playing that because, you know, it could just go right. You know, it might not go back 46 pips. You might mess around and miss out on the trade or whatever. But more times than none, it doesn't just go right away into profits right when I post the signal. And some of that's done purposely so that, you know, you guys are able to get in the signal. Some of it is just the way the market moves. Most of it is really the way the market moves. So more times than none, you can catch these entries 30, 40 pips, 20 pips, 10 pips behind where I posted in the signals channel, which will assure that you're always getting better results than what I post when we close the trade. All right. The other reason you don't want to get in when the price is below a sell or above a buy Because let's say it does start pulling back on us. Well, if it pulls back and let's say pulls back up to this 46 pips right here, well, I might be down 46 pips, but let's say you got in right here, you're down 60 pips. So now your level of emotions are maybe running a little bit on you or whatever the case might be, because now you're down more than we even put in the signals channel, because you were chasing the bus is what we call it. You're chasing the bus. The bus already left the station, you're chasing it. All right? And I don't want, because see, the thing about signals, especially me, I like to know the atmosphere of you guys when you're taking the trade. I like to know, are you safe with the trades? Because the last thing I want is anybody blowing accounts or, just, blowing accounts. Really, that's what it comes down to. We don't want anybody blowing accounts here. So the easiest way for us to judge that or do that is by you always, if it's a sell, you always wait till price goes at or above the sell. If it's a buy, you always wait for price to go, if it's a buy, below. So let's say this is a buy, you want to catch it below, at or below. Now, sometimes it's kind of hard to catch it exactly at the price, but there's a way that you can do that. We will talk about that in a few minutes. Some of this catching the price below, a lot of it is going to require, if you have free time, to sit there and watch the market, watch the trade. But I mean, a lot of us anyway, we're always looking at our phone, so you can look at it real quick, see what the price is, and get back to your business. And as soon as you see that the price is dipping below what the signal and the signal in the channel is, then you can jump in the trade. All right, pretty easy. So remember, and I'm recording this webinar, and we have others recorded. So if there's something that you do miss or I'm going too fast, no worries. You'll be able to replay it over and over and over again. Okay? So remember, sell, wait for price to get above the entry. Buy, wait for price to get below. And hey, if you happen to catch the price 50 pips below and then you take the entry, hey, that's even better for you. That's even better for you. And let's say you catch that 50 pips below and then you get your 5% for the day, you want to get out the trade, even better for you as well. Okay? All right. So that's that on the price. Okay. That's that. Okay, let's go ahead and go and cover that right now. So now that's how you manually enter your trades. You see the price there. You see the price once it got to a point where you're ready to enter the trade, and you simply click buy or sell. The lot size you're not gonna click buy or sell yet. We're gonna cover that, but that's how you find your price, and that's how you judge where to enter based on the price. Now, again, guys, it's almost impossible to get exactly on the entry if you're manually doing it. But there is a way to add some automation in your trading. And that's through what is called a buy stop, a sell stop, a buy limit, or a sell limit. Okay? All right. So back to this example. Let's say we were selling the EURCHF and the price is down here somewhere. Currently it's at 1.07059. That's where it is. And we want to get in exactly at the signals channel, or you want to get in above, or whatever the case. So what you would do in that case, if you're selling and price is below, you would put in what they call a sell limit. Give you the example of the chart right here. Sell limit. So in this case, imagine this blue line is the entry signal that was placed in the channel, but the price is currently right here at the tip of this thing right here. So once you place a sell limit, what it does is allow for you to, it'll automatically place you in the trade once the price goes up to the price you've entered into your MetaTrader 4. It will automatically put you in the trade, and when it drops back down, you're in profits, based off of your entry. Same with a buy limit. Let's say you're buying. This blue line is your entry. Price is above it at the current point in time. When you happen to go to the signals channel, you want to try to catch it. So you put a buy limit. When price drops back down to the entry, then you're in the trade. And you would look for it to go back up. Just the opposite with the sell stop and the buy stop. So we're selling here. Let's say the price was above and you want to get the exact entry, or sometimes I put in a single channel, I might literally say a sell stop or a sell limit or a buy stop or buy limit. So if the price was above our sell, you put a sell stop, and then when price hits our entry, it will put you in the trade. Okay? That's how you do a sell stop. Just the opposite with a buy stop. Let's say this was our buy, price is down here somewhere below it. Once the price rises to the entry, it will put you in the trade automatically. So if you're at work or you're busy and you want to be able to catch that trade, that's the easiest way to do it. Sell stop, sell limit, buy stop, buy limit. Okay, you see the stop? So you see like this is the entry, the blue line, price is below, boom, kicks you in automatically. Now, how you do that, Shane? Okay, so if you go to your app on your phone, originally it looks like this. If you click on this tab that says Market Execution, this box right here will drop down. It's simply by clicking on Market Execution. This box will drop down, and you simply click buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. Now, once you do that, you will have an option to actually type in the price that you want to have your limit or your stop executed at. Very easy. And then once you type in the price, there will be a button at the bottom down here that says place order, and you place the order. And that will be what they call a pending order. Okay? Now, if you're setting those up and we close out the trade before the price goes up to your limit, make sure you cancel cancel that pending order as well, just in case something like that were to happen. Okay? All righty. What else do we have here? Okay. So you guys got it? Hopefully you do. That's the buy limit, buy stop. And like I said, it allows you to have some automation with your trading, so you're not like me staring at the computer or your phone all day. Leave that to me. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we got the price now. And the positions. Guys, you see sometimes we'll put in second, third, fourth positions. And this is all done strategically. Here on the Highway to Freedom, we don't trade with what they call a stop loss. A stop loss, what it does is you enter a position, and let's say here, right here, I'm in this position, I can move this back. Okay, so that's my stop loss right there, and I'm selling this right here. Now let's say this market was to go up here, and maybe at that point I would be down $972 with this size lot right here. $972 if that was to happen. And I was selling it, but what happens is if the price goes up here, it will automatically kick me out of the trade in a way of protecting me from losses, protecting me from losing more money than I want to. So I would put a stop right there if that was the case. And from trading over a year, trading, I've been trading every single trading day for over a year. And what I realized was, and the strategy that we use, and one of the gurus that we follow called Joe Nemeth, trading with stops, you're going to lose money. And personally, I don't like losing money. So the way Joe Nemeth taught the strategy was, instead of using a stop, use smaller lot sizes. We use 1/5 of our normal lot sizes here and trade with the master direction. And there's a video in the YouTube channel that actually, the one from Joe Nemeth that teaches our strategy. I encourage you guys to check it out. It's called How to Kick Ass in the Forex Markets. Excuse my language. That's the name of the video. It's called How to Kick Ass in the Forex Markets. And it explains this guy hasn't taken a loss in over 3 years. Now we're doing pretty good. We're taking 2 losses in 12 weeks, 13 weeks, taking 2. All right, for 33 pips out of the 3,900 that we won. But it's because we don't use stop losses. Now, if we were using stop losses, forget about it. We'd be losing every day. We'd be losing trades every day. But we use smaller lots, conservative lots, whereas on a particular trade, the market could go against us 1,000-something pips and we still be okay. A lot of pips, basically. Now, we trade multiple pairs, so we don't want anything like that to happen. But if, let's say you were just trading one pair at a time, the lot sizes that we put in there, the market could literally go against you 1,000 pips before you had to worry about blowing your account. And so, I mean, it's not going to do that. I mean, you'd have to have something crazy in the world happen, some kind of crazy fundamental thing that happen before the market is going to go against you 1,000 pips like that. Before you say, okay, let me start buying. If I'm selling, let me start buying this. It's still going and going and going. You know what I mean? So we use 1/5 of our normal lot size, then we'll add a second position when we see the market. Let's say I sold it right here, because I saw this red, it was going down. I thought it was gonna keep going down, and I sold it right here. But it went against me. So in a case like this, I would put my second position right here when I saw it turning back down. So I had a sell right here. But I'm going to put my second position right here. Move this out the way. That does 2 things for you. One, let's say now when it starts going back all the way down, now I've compounded profits because instead of the 1 position, I have 2 positions. And I'm going to make even more money on my second position. 2, let's say I got to sell right here. And by the time it comes back here, I can close out the first one at break even. And I've made all my profits on the second one. How many profit clips would that have been? Neil, you were in an EUR NZD that we did that with a couple of weeks ago. So I remember you speaking in the group about it. That would have been 48 pips that you made by not taking a stop, by just waiting for the market to turn back your way. 50 pips, let's just say. Or if it goes down even more, let's say 100 pips, now you have 100 pips on your second position and 50 pips on your first. So instead of taking a stop loss, you turn a stop loss into a 150 pip gain by adding a position when the market went back your direction. The third thing that it allows you to do, let's say we added a position here, we just weren't sure about the trade. Now this right here is a difference of 50 pips. See that number in the middle says 506? You always leave off the last digit, and the digits that remain let you know your pips. So that's 50 pips. Well, in this case right here, let's say I wanted to get out that trade at, well, the market only has to move down 26 pips, and I'm in profits over both of the trades. I'm in profit by 1 pip over both of the trades. So if you want to get out at 26 pips because you're just not sure what this market is going to do, you literally break even, obviously, at 25 pips, and you can even get out break even over both of the trades because you just wasn't sure. You said, man, I just want to get out of the trade. So you put your second position here, 25 pips, you get out. Now you're break even without even having to get back to your original first position. We're in a UJ trade right now. I think the UJ from our original first position was about 100 pips. So we got a third position in there. It goes up 50 pips, you can literally get out because, hey, you're break even over the span of both of those, well, in that case, we got 3. If it goes 50 pips, we'll be in profits on the second one as well. My point is, though, if you understand what I'm saying here, being able to add positions when the market starts going back your way has a few benefits. 1, it can be used as an exit strategy. 2, for more profits. Or 3, you know, for profits at the first. Like I said, if it comes back here to your first position, you can get out right there. without having to worry about getting profits on the first because you caught profits on the second. All right, so that's why you'll see us use first, second, third positions, because we get in trades with small lots that allow the market to go against us, because we don't know it's going to go against us, but we know there's a great chance that it could go against us. And we don't panic. We don't worry if it does. We're not worried about it. Sometimes it goes a little further than we expect or we want it, and you might sweat a little bit, but you know you'll still be all right. And if you go to that video, he even talks about hedging, where let's say you were selling here, but it goes in the other direction, you can buy as well as sell in your hedge. But I don't really put those type of things in the signals channel because it can get really messy. You can find yourself in more trouble than you want to be in, trying to buy and sell. Next thing you know, you're dizzy. But some of the veterans here, they do that. And you guys will start doing it as well the more experience that you have. When you start analyzing the charts for yourself and you say, well, I'm going to take the buy up and then take my profits on, if I'm selling my first position, like right here, but I got a candle that turned long with the Heikin Ashi, well, I'm going to put a buy in as well. Then when it turns back down, I'm going to take my profits on the buy and then put another sell. So you basically making money up and down the market, up and down. It can be a little tricky though. So when you start doing that, I would definitely do it on your demo account first until you get good at it. And then, you know, you can start doing it on your live account. But they call that hedging. And hedging protects you from adversity in the market as well. The lot size that you use protects you from adversity in the market. So you're able to go to sleep and not worry. Now, we've been calling a lot of trades lately. And it's one of my concerns because I know we have different size accounts, and I've been really concerned about this lately. I'm not gonna lie, and thinking like, man, I hope these guys are able to handle this because I mean, if they have a $100, $200 account, can they take all these trades that I'm putting in the signal channel? Now, obviously, my account is more than $100, $200, so you know I can take them comfortably. And then there was talk I had with Lawrence. He said, well, you can't not put trades in the channel, Shane, because you're worried about that. We have to put some kind of disclaimer that says, if your margin level percentage is here, then don't take the trade or whatever, something like that. But don't not put signals in there because if I see a signal that I like it, I want to take it, you know? And so that moves us to the next part in the art of the taking signals, and which is our lot sizes. When you start trading, this is how much you need to trade depending on your equity. Keyword equity, equity, equity. You guys will notice on your MetaTrader 4 app, when you open it out, you have your balance, then you have your equity. A lot of times your equity is going to be lower than your balance if you have open trades that are in the negative. So obviously your equity is going to be lower. So if you're going to add positions based off of the lot size calendar, don't add lots based on your balance. Add them based off of the equity that you have, or you will get in trouble, okay? Based off of your equity, okay? All right. So this is pretty much the way it works, $100 to $200. If basically like 1/10 of whatever your equity is. So if you have a $100 account, use a 0.01. $200 account, 0.02. $500 account, 0.05. 600, 0.06. Now, the good thing about once you get your account up to, let's say, 5 and better, 1,000, 2,000, 3, 5, 10, whatever, you don't necessarily have to use a 5-cent lot for a $500 account. We have a young lady in the group named Fumi, and she's extra conservative with her trades. She does her best not to let her margin level percentage get below 1,000. Now, I don't recommend that because, I mean, you have so much more room. Not that I don't recommend it, but I use a lot more than that. I mean, I use the margin. I use the leverage that the Forex gives me to make money. But if you're nervous and she's brand new and she's taking some trades on her own and, you know, she just wants to be extra careful, that's her way of not using demo, just being extra safe. So it's okay. But especially when you see that I'm putting a lot of trades in the channel like that, you don't have to use, you can go even lower than this to be extra safe, especially when you're starting off, and let's say you're nervous, or let's say you're in some trades that that went against you even more than they're comfortable with. Sometimes that happens, guys. I'm gonna just be honest. Like the EUR USD and the USD JPY, there's something called technical analysis and fundamental analysis. So when I put a trade in the group, it's based off of technical analysis. Technical analysis are things like, okay, we're at resistance. We're at resistance. Can I show you resistance? Let me go on. Okay, like right here. That would be saying we're at the resistance right here because we're at a point where price keeps hitting the same area and bouncing down from the same area. That's resistance. So I want to make a trade on that. There's a great chance that it's going to fall from this area just like it did right here. That's technical analysis. Or technical analysis, you might see the chart I put out today when I talked about Fibonacci and stuff like that. That's technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is news events. News events that come out that just make the market do crazy things, like we saw Friday. UJ was going crazy. It was just bouncing all up and down the place. Like, what in the world? That's because Trump was speaking at the time about that healthcare plan. This idiot. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. We might have some, I don't want to bring politics and religion, leave it out of business. But, the whole healthcare thing that he said he could come in and he's going to do it with Obamacare immediately. And obviously he wasn't able to do that. And when he put out that negative news, I guess, the market reacted to it. And the market reacts to news like that. It's called fundamental analysis. So that's when you would go to your daily FX to try to keep up with the fundamentals. It's a little bit harder trying to trade fundamentals though, because you just don't know what the news is going to do or what the news is going to be or whatever the case until it comes out. Like when I was trading stocks, my mentor told me, he said, by the time you read the news, man, it's too late. The market's already reacted. But at least it gives you an idea when those news events will come, and so you can be prepared for it. And Forex is very volatile market, and it really reacts heavily to news. Unlike the stock market may react to news over delayed time, Forex is immediate. So if there's an 8:30 news event and it's high alert, it will react at 8:30, and you will see something at 8:30 on the dot. Not always it reacts to news. Sometimes it's like it's duh. But especially if it's a high alert news event, oh, forget about it. You'll see the market do something crazy. So technical analysis might have said, well, it's going to fall from here. But if some news comes out, it can shoot it right through that. So stuff like that may happen when we're in a trade or based off of a signal, and it drives the market a little bit further past what we wanted because something came out, like the USD JPY. It made the USD weak, and it dropped that USD JPY, and it made the EUR USD go up. This is why we use those safe lot sizes. We use the safe ones. So all of that to say, even if you wanted to use a little bit less, especially if you already have open trades going on. If you have a small account, obviously you can't go less than 0.01. You can't go less. So that's why we say if your margin level percentage is below 300 or close to it, just let the trade lead. Don't take it. Just wait until your margin gets a little bit higher, or you close out one of your other trades and profit and raise your margin. But if you have, like, let's say $1,000 in your account or $700 in your account, whatever the case might be, you can always, instead of using a 0.05, you can use a 0.03 or 0.02 or 0.01 until you're able to close out some of the other trades and raise up your margin. You're still going to make money. You're still going to, when you close out those trades, it's still profits. It's still profits. Okay? So hopefully you guys caught that. And, and I'm going to start putting a disclaimer on the bottom of the signals about the margin level percentage as well, because I don't want anybody over risking by over trading or, basically over trading. Okay? But this is the lot size calendar. And where do you put in your lot? Go to our MetaTrader 4 app. right up here. So right now that's $1 lot. Basically, depending on whatever the size of your account is, you would just type in the lot size right here, 0.05, or if you have a $10,000 account, you use a standard lot, 1.00, $500, a 0.05. Sometimes messes people up. They make mistakes and things like that. That's why we suggest you start your first week or two with the demo account so you can get the hang of this, because you don't want to go and put the wrong lot size. You can really mess yourself up, okay? Like if you put on a standard account, let's go over lots. So if you're trading a 0.01, a 1 cent lot, you're in control of $1,000 and you're earning 10 cents per pip. 10 cents per pip. Okay? And that's called a micro lot. If you're trading a mini lot, that's going to be from 0.01 to 0.09. Then when you go to 0.10 to 0.90, it's called a mini lot. And with the 10 cent or a 0.10 mini lot, you're in control of $10,000 worth of Forex property. This is why people love to trade the Forex, because the leverage that you receive is just crazy. You're able to build wealth in your finances really quick compared to the stock market because of the leverage that you receive, okay? So 0.10, you're controlling $10,000 worth of Forex real estate, and you're earning $1 per pip with the 10 cent lot size, okay? And with a standard lot, when you guys get those accounts up to $10,000, with a standard lot, you're in control of $1 million worth of real estate, and you're earning $10 per pip, okay? So let's say you have a $100 account and you make a mistake and put $1, a standard lot on there. The market goes against you 10 pips, guess what, guys? You're blowing the account. 10 pips, that's it. That's all it takes. Because $10 times 10 obviously is 100. You see? So this is why your lot sizes are very important, because you need some space for the market to wiggle jiggle. You want to have that space to let the market move around the way it want to move until it moves the way that we expect it to go. Okay? Very important. Now, as much as I say that, there will be some of you who say, well, man, I'm going to up it up a little bit. I'm trying to buy a new car next week. I'm trying to buy a new house next week. I need to pay off this mortgage, my student loans. I can do it right now. And you up the ante. A lot of times, I mean, it seems like there's a Forex god watching us, because the minute you over leverage is the minute the market doesn't do what you wanted to do and you end up getting in trouble. All right? So always stick to this calendar that we have. Either stick to this or below it. You stick below it, like Miss Fumi, she's doing it below because of the margin level percentage. She tries to keep it 1,000. Either she's doing it below or she's just not taking as many trades. I think she's doing it more below though. She's taking trades. She's in trades, but she's using smaller lot sizes than we even recommend. And that's okay. That is perfectly okay, especially when we're taking multiple trades the way we do. Because over the course of those multiple trades, it's still going to get you earning that 5% that we try to average per day. Okay? All righty. So that's the lot size. I think I covered. Yeah, that's pretty much covered. Okay, cool. All right, that's the lot size. Always on the single channel. This is the chat room. You guys should already be in the chat room. But the Facebook group, if you're not in our Facebook group, definitely join our Facebook group. Like I said, we're new. We're kind of new to the scene as far as us opening this out to the public. So we really want to try to create some energy, some activity in the Facebook group. We're putting people in there. And if you got, some of you want to build your opportunity with National Wealth Center, you want to invite your friends and your loved ones, you want them to profit with you and be a part of our community, all you have to do is put them in our Facebook group. Like the ones that I put in, I didn't even ask them. I just put them in there. I just put them in there, and then then eventually they come to me like, yo, Shane, what's that highway freedom thing all about? Now, it's a genius way to recruit without actually recruiting. If you have Facebook, you get a part of that group, you put your friends in there that you want to build with. Now, if they're your enemies or you don't like them, don't put them in there, because then they'll end up joining you and you're stuck making money with somebody you don't like. But if they're your peoples or whatever, and you want to kind of like bring them a part of the opportunity, but you don't want to come off like you're, hey, you want to join this opportunity with me? Because you know how that goes. Nah, I'm good, man. There's a million opportunities. A lot of times people don't react the way we necessarily want them to when we ask, like, to join an opportunity or whatever, especially when there's millions of opportunities out here and people have been burnt before, whatever the case might be. So immediately the red flag raised. Their defensive, that's the word I'm looking for. Their defensive raised. One of the smooth ways to do it is put them in our Facebook group. Then what happens is, like, I post my profits in there, Lawrence posts his profits in there. What we really want everyone to do is when we're closing out positions, post your profits in the Facebook group. Now what happens, the people that you invited in there, they see the activity. They see people making money. And it makes them come to you now. Instead of you having to go to them, they come to you. Whoa, Lena, I saw you made $3,000 on that last trade, or you made $3,000 last week in this Forex thing. Can you tell me a little bit more about this opportunity? You see what I mean? You didn't even have to say nothing to them. All you did was put them in the group. And they see me posting, Lawrence posting, Ivan posting, King posting, Lena posting, Mark posting. Imagine we got about, you see how many people we have in our chat group. And we have, let me see how many people we got in the Signals channel, like 30-something people in our Signals channel. All right, let me just take a look at it. We have 37 people in our Signals channel. Imagine we close a trade, we get 50 pips, and 37 people post in the Facebook group. And you have your friends in there. They're going to hit you up just off the ding, 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 all the notifications they're getting in itself. But then when they see 37 notifications of people posting profits, imagine. I don't care if it's big or small, because it's all compounding profits. It's all percentages. So that's the idea behind the Facebook group, guys. If you guys could help us create some energy in there, we would really appreciate it. And it helps you too. It's helping all of us. Remember, we're one team, one dream. That's our motto. One team, one dream. We're doing this thing together. So anything that benefits me is going to benefit you. Anything that benefits you is going to benefit me. And that's the whole idea of the Facebook group. Because if you're putting your friends in there and I post in there, if I post in there, that benefits you too. Because your friends see that. Some of you might have joined because you saw activity in there. I had a young man, I had a couple people join off of that. I think most of the people joined me off of that. Jeff Benson, he's from Delaware. And this is the coolest guy, one of the coolest guys I've ever met. I feel like I've known him all my life. But I've never met him. And the only thing we've ever done is talk on the phone. But I saw him on Facebook. He's like a very respectable man, businessman. And I was in another Facebook group with him that I used to post my profits. So I post my stuff all over the place. I'm at a point where I'm trying to build the opportunity now. So I post things in these different Facebook groups that are out here. And he saw that. And he asked me a question. And I think I might have answered him, but I didn't come at him like, hey, you want to join? You want to join? You want to join? I didn't come at him like that. I simply answered his question and I put him in the group. And that's all. I didn't ask him to put it. I just put him in the group. And I kept posting our profits. Lawrence posts his profits in there. And we're encouraging the rest of the group to post their profits. And one day, Jeff came to me. Hey, man, you got time to talk? And I sent him my phone number. And we got on the phone. And we talked. And he joined. But he came, keyword, he came to me. I didn't have to chase him down and be like that annoying salesperson that you're trying like, oh, boy, here they come again. That's not what we're trying to do here. And you don't have to be that person to build your opportunity with National Wealth Center. And I'm not going to go into that, but there's a lot of money to be made on the recruiting side as well to get that residual income working for you. Because you got to realize you got two things going on, residual income and compounding income. or is the word passive? But yeah, residual and compounding. Compounding with the Forex and residual with the National Wealth Center. So you guys are blessed, and we're blessed to be in a position where, I mean, once we get it going, you're making money hand over fist. You're making money like crazy. First, you focus on Forex, though. That's what I suggest. Now, there are some that come out the gate like a Mark, and I'm not mad at him at all. He's already got, I think, 2 people in the organization, and he's working on becoming in the quad squad already. So, hey, if you do have that in you to share, do that. But I said focus on the Forex because it's a lot easier to recruit when you can just simply show your results. That's the other thing as well. We got to chat. Almost there, brother. I know you are, Mark. I know you're not playing no games, man. You're not wasting any time. That's awesome. That is awesome. You will be our 3rd member in the quad squad if you were to get there next. Because we just opened up the quad squad. And the quad squad, if you want to know information about the quad squad, it's at highwaytofreedom.info. There's a lot of perks that come with that as well. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, so that, you know, residual income and, oh yeah, so it's easy to recruit when all you have to do is show them your results right off of your cell phone. Hey, I've been with this guy for 3-4 weeks. I've doubled my investment in 4 weeks. That's all I got to tell you. Either get with it or whatever, but I'm doing this thing and I'm loving it. You know, something like that. But by simply showing the results. And if you put them in the Facebook group, again, they're going to see your results. And they're going to come to you like, hey, man, what is the world y'all doing, man? Because that curiosity, you know, makes people like, you know. All right. So enough about that. You got it. You got to think about the Facebook. So that's why I post that on every signal. So just a reminder, like, hey, we got a Facebook group and we create some activity. And I post a lot of updates in the Facebook group. I always put them in the Telegram, but I put them in the Facebook group as well. Like today, I put the thing about the National Savings Center because I realized we weren't talking about it, and we were so focused on Forex, think that we forgot that, you know, we got this savings plan that is awesome as well. So we can take advantage of that. And what I'm gonna start doing, like when I go out to eat or something, I use it. I'll probably take a video of myself or a picture and say I saved 20% on this meal with my savings plan with National Wealth Center or something like that. You know, something corny or whatever, but just to get the word out there. And it'd be cool if you guys are doing the same thing. And I mean, all that kind of action and activity. We're posting profits from Forex. We're posting stuff about savings plan. And wait till we start traveling together and meeting up in different locations around the world to say we're having an event or whatever, or just a getaway for the Highway to Freedom family. And we're posting these type of things in the Facebook group. I mean, come on, forget about it. How would anybody there not want to be a part of us? How would they not want to be a part of us? But it's all about the activity. Okay. All right, so that's that. Anything else? Oh, so the last thing I want to cover tonight is some of you veterans, if I missed or skipped anything, please let me know. Please let me know. So I want to go over the P394X system. Awesome system we have. And that is covered in the info page too, highwaytofreedom.info. We talk about that, how you should be reviewing it with your sponsor on a weekly basis. Let me just pull it up. And everybody should have it, but after this webinar, I'm gonna shoot it over there in the group so you can download it and have it on your computer. Or a lot of these smartphones today, they have Excel on your phone. But this is how it looks. This is what we call the pathway to predictable profits. The pathway to predictable profits. It's one thing to get in such situations and say, I want to make some money. Why do you want to make some money? You got to dig deeper than I just want to make some money. You'll never get there. You got to have something strong enough, a why, that motivates you and pushes you and keeps you focused towards making that money, or you'll never get there. They got a saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Same thing with your money. Put $20 in your pocket and don't have a plan for it. I guarantee you to find a way out of your pocket. Like money has it. Oh man, my thing is gonna shut down. My computer's been acting weird. I'm gonna have to pull it back up. But yeah, put $20 in your pocket and don't have a plan for it, it will find a way to evade you, elude you. It will quickly get away from you. So with this chart right here, we call it the pathway to predictable profits. It demonstrates the balance. This is a balance of $200. So let's say I started my investment account with $200 and you go all the way down, you can determine where you should be. Sorry, guys. Well, let's say 10 days, you should be, say I'm on, okay, let me try it again. Let me pull it back up. Let me take a sip of water. Okay, let's try this again. So let's say you start at a balance of 200. Now, when you start, guys, your sponsor should know your goals. Why are you doing this with us? Why are you trading for it? Why do you need to make money? What is it that you're trying to obtain? You should have those goals written out, and you should use your sponsor as your accountability partner. It makes it more real. Trust me, it makes it more real. It's not that we're trying to be in your business, but we're trying to get somewhere. We're trying to accomplish goals here. We're not just trying to have a group of people just hanging out, you know. We're trying to make moves. It's a movement. Because believe it or not, I mean, once you guys get going, imagine how many more people you would be able to help. And I know how it happens because I've been in this group since it was only like 9 or 10 people. It was just a few of us, a handful of us. And now we're growing like every day, it seems like somebody's new coming in the Telegram. So the movement has already started, but we don't just want to be moving aimlessly. We want to be moving towards a certain destination. Now, in general, our destination is financial freedom. In particular, though, each one of you have certain goals that's going to put you in a position to be free. One of those is to get out of debt. If you're in debt, you should be out of it. Debt is a poison to wealth. It's a poison. It's the reason they put it in the Bible, that you shouldn't owe anybody. It's a poison to wealth. So if you're in debt, you should write down your total amount of debt and let this P390 Forex system get you out of it. So let's say you have $2,000 worth of debt. With this P390 Forex system, if you started with a $200 account, you'll be able to tell yourself that within 48 days, I should be able to get out of my debt. I should be able to pay off that credit card bill. 48 trading days, that is. 48 trading days. That's if you started with a $200 account. And whatever your goals are, you put numbers on them, and then you come match it with this chart right here. You match it with this chart, and this is where you're not moving around aimlessly, hoping, praying, wondering, when will I make the money? When will I hit the lottery? When will I get a 25-cent pay raise? 5-cent pay raise from my job? No, you literally put your finances in your hands. You're in control of your money when you can follow a chart and a system like this right here. You can start, if you started with 1,000, whatever you want to start with, 10,000, 20,000. Let me put something big for you ballers out there, for you ballers. Say you started with $10,000. In 60 days, $10,000. In 60 days following this system, and it's based off of 5% a day. Another thing this does is it prevents you from having to be greedy in the Forex market. You're just looking for your 5% a day. Let's say we're in a trade, right? I talked about this last. Let's say we're in a trade and you're already up 5% and I didn't close it out in the signal channel yet. There's nothing wrong with you taking those profits. Take it. That's your 5% for the day. Take it. If we get more pips on it, oh, well, you got your 5. All you need is 5% a day. But you can do the math for yourself. If you took $200 started with and you compounded it 5% a day, you're looking at $819,000 at the end of the year, at the end of 12 months. Because 5% a day is actually more than that because you're compounding on top of that. But just for the basic understanding, 5% a day, 25% a week, 100% a month. If you double $200 every month, that's $819,200 at the end of 12 months. Powerful stuff. Powerful. You don't see it because what you start with is so humble and so small. That's the concept or the philosophy of compounding, though. It's one of the like the seventh wonders of the world should be compounding. For example, if you take a penny and you double it for 30 days, you're talking about $10 million at the end of 30 days. I'm doubling a penny. A penny. You started with day one. So in the first few days, you're not going to be, it's like, oh, whatever. But it's usually in that 20th day, 21 days. So compounding also teaches us other lessons about hanging in there, staying patient, keeping your eyes on the prize, staying focused, because it doesn't get big usually until the end. See, we live in a microwave society where everybody want it now. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. And that whole I want it now attitude has people getting nowhere, has them getting nowhere. Because they're not getting it right now, they're not getting it at all. Versus having a chart like this, a focus like this, that says, yeah, I'm starting with $200, but my eyes is on the prize. And I have a system, a plan that will get me to where I need to be so I can relax and be comfortable. And you can feel like you already have it before you even have it because you're on the path. You're on the highway. You see what I'm saying? So it puts you mentally in a whole different space than the folks who are just out there making money and spending money. Making money and spending money. All right, I want to give you guys an example of $10,000 for the ballers. After 60 days, you're talking about $177,000. You started with a $10,000 account and you 5% per day. Now, we don't get 5% every day, but we average 5% a day. Really, we're averaging more than 5% a day. Especially with the open trades that we have. When they start going in the blue and we start closing out those trades, you guys see, well, you got some of you seen it. Like we had one day, we closed 392 pips. The market went our way. We had been in those trades as well previous. But when the market goes, we can't rush it. We can't determine when the market's going to go. But anyway, we aim to average 5% a day. All right. And if you started with 10,000 at the end of 60 days, we're talking about $177,000. Now, 60 days is no time. You start putting 90 days on this thing, 120 days on this thing, 365 days of the year on this thing, and you see the power and the magic in that. All right. So you start with whatever your balance, whatever you're going to start with, and then you talk with your sponsor on at least a weekly basis. Hey, did you hit your goals for the day? And a lot of your sponsors, they give me feedback as well as being the person that's controlling that signal channel. They give me feedback, which is important for me because if we're not hitting our goals, that means that, hey, I gotta look at myself too. I'm putting the signals in there. And so they give me feedback on each one of you that are talking to your sponsor. Because I asked them, I said, how is Ivan doing? How's Mark doing? How did they do this week? Did they hit their goal? Did they do this? Because I'm really, really concerned about you guys and your success. Because I know the success of this team is going to determine how far we can go. That's just as simple as it is. And I really want to do something major here. I really live by that philosophy. If I can help enough people get what they want, then I can have anything in the world I want. So I tend to put other people first in a way, if you want to say it like that. And that's why we continue to grow because we have a lot of people here that have that same philosophy. They look to help other people first because then they know automatically everything they need is going to be taken care of. So that's why I say I encourage you to speak to your sponsors weekly and go over this chart. What are your goals? Put a number to it and determine what day. Determine what you're going to start your balance with and then determine what day should you be checking off that goal. and let's work towards it. Write it on your wall if you got to, put on your, and let's work towards getting that goal accomplished. When you get that one accomplished, let's set another one, and set another one, and set another one. And as you accomplish them, let's use those as testimonials. How awesome would it be for one of you guys to say, well, I wanted to pay off my mortgage. I was in a upside down situation. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I started trading Forex with this community of awesome people on the highway to freedom. And in 6 months, I paid off my mortgage. 3 months, I paid off my mortgage. How awesome would that be? That testimonial. How many people you think would want to follow you and join you on National Wealth Center if you had a testimonial like that? College tuition, or I wanted to buy a new car. You know, and when we buy new cars here, we buy them, not lease them, and not, what's the other thing you do? You pay monthly. I don't even know what you call it anymore. When you pay monthly on the car. No, we buy them. At least that's what the way I've been taught to deal with my money. This whole thing about what is it called? Renting a car? Not renting a car. What do you? You guys know what I'm talking about. You paying monthly on the car. Everything you should own it, buy it, and with a plan like this, you just determine the car is $30,000. Okay, you look at your balance you start with and determine the date that you're going to buy your car. As simple as that. And trade. Now, the way you can get us a boost, 2 things you can do. If you guys have jobs, you can let your linear income feed in to this chart. And what I mean by that with a job, now I used to sell life insurance. I'm still licensed and I still have clients that call me. I still go out from time to time, but I just dedicated 100% of myself to trading Forex at this point in time. It's been taking care of my family and I'm thank God for it. But the way I used to, even when I was in the stock market, the way I used to allocate money for investment, because my mentor always told me you should have 3 different accounts, 3 types of accounts. And I had a percentage of, I used to break my money down to percentages. So I would only live off of 70% of my income. 70%. That means paying my, insurance, whatever, going out to eat, my rent, whatever the case might be. 70% I would live off. 10% was for getting out of debt. So every time I got paid, I would put 10% to my debt. Another 10% I would put toward a rainy day fund. It will rain. Things will happen. People act surprised when they happen, like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Why are you surprised? Things happen in life. That's the way it is. And so many people, things happen and they're not prepared. They're sitting there like, in the rain without an umbrella when you knew that it rained sometimes. So I used to put 10% away for a rainy day fund. Then the last 10% I would put towards for my investment account. And I encourage you guys, that's a great way to give your P390 Forex a boost. You get some extra money, and if you do it the way I do it, you're going to have extra money at 10%. You don't miss 10% of your check. You don't miss 10% of anything. But if you don't do it and you look back over time, you see how much you could have had, that's when you will miss it. That's when you're like, but let's say $10, that's $1 out of 10. That's what I'm trying to say. That's not going to affect your lifestyle, 10%. If you started putting away 10% of your money for investment, whatever you're doing right now, I guarantee you will still be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? You still will be able to do it. But on the other side of that, from putting that 10% away, especially with the Forex, the way you're able to compound that, it will make a major difference in your life. Major. So imagine every time you get paid, let's say you make $1,000 at your job every week or whatever. And so $100 you throw it into in that investment account. Imagine that. And you had a certain goal up here. Let me give you a real life example. Let's say you're starting with a $200 account. And your goal, you need $1,000, let's just say. That's at day 33. So you're right here, day 33, you need $1,000 for whatever you need $1,000 for. And you start with $100. So you got 33 trading days to get there. But every week, you throw an extra $100 in your brokerage. So that first Friday, you put that $100 in there. Boom, guess what happens? Remember day 33? I didn't do something right. Oh, I didn't do something right. Sorry, I did it wrong. I put $100 in. And go back. That was, day 5 was $255. So now I'm gonna put $100. That's gonna make it $355. 355.26. Remember day 33 was $1,000, right? Guess what? Now $1,000 become day 27. Didn't know you could buy time, did you? You're literally buying time in your advantage, though. Okay, 5 more days. So 453, you put another $100 in there because 10% of your money goes to your investment, right? So that's going to be 553. Remember day 33? Remember day 27? Now that becomes day 23. You just bought 10 days. $200 got you 10 days closer to your goal. Whereas some people take $200 and buy Jordans or whatever. They just waste it on frivolous stuff. Now you can start. Remember I said if you don't have a plan for your money, it'll just find a way to get somewhere. Now that extra money, you got a plan for it. You have something you can literally feed this machine and let it feed you back. And so your ultimate goals, this is how you give it a shot, a boost, a kick in the butt, a jump start, a steroid. All right? Now that's one way. You can use your linear income to feed into your passive. This is not passive. This is compounding. I don't think this is passive. Compounding income. You're compounding. Passively just comes, but this is your compounding income. But let your linear income feed into your compounding income. The other way is to let your residual income feed into this. Guess what? We have an opportunity to make residual income with National Wealth Center. If you have 10 people under you, remember we pass up 2 to your sponsor, but that's an extra $800 a month. You have 10 people under you. A guy like Kerwin, he's already well over 10 people. He's doing an awesome job with the recruiting. You know? So, you know, he's able to, you know, I don't know if he's feeding his account with it or whatever, but imagine you could put an extra $800 in here just by sharing the opportunity. You know, imagine what kind of shot that would give this plan. So, oh man, I could just go on and on. I'm not though. I'm not. Oh, 1035, man. I talk. So P390 Forex, I'm gonna send this chart, and it has some other great little tools over here. You know, the goals, you can put your goals down, and if you're earning $100 a day, 500 a week, monthly, what that would be yearly, how much you would be earning an hour based on what you're earning with the Forex and stuff like that. You can write in your trading days, what you actually, the actual number you hit, what your goal was, stuff like that, you know? Great, it's a great tool. And we always talk about it because we like to have structure with what we're doing. We don't want to just be here trading. We don't want to just try to make money. No, we have a destination. We have a plan. Because, you know, the beautiful part about a plan, whenever it's not going right, you can make adjustments. But if you're just going haphazardly, you can't even make adjustments because you don't know if you're going or coming. With this right here, we know it's supposed to happen. So if it's not happening, we know that we have to make an adjustment and keep it moving. That's it. Make the adjustment and keep it moving because we have a blueprint. Because we have a blueprint. All right. So if you guys don't have anything else for me, any questions, any concerns, that'll be it for tonight's Art of Taking Signals. And it's been a pleasure. And like I say, welcome to everyone. Okay, Mark has it. How long does it take for the funds to hit the broker account? I deposited yesterday. Mark, those funds go in there immediately. Immediately. As soon as you click the button to deposit, it goes in there immediately. So if it's not in there, then yeah. Sometimes you're looking at a different account or something. If it's not in there, I know you and Lawrence are pretty close. Give Lawrence a call. He should be able to walk you through those steps. Definitely, he'll be able to walk you through those steps. But it should be there immediately. And if you connected with our guy Adam, that's the other thing, guys. You should all be connected through the Highway to Freedom community with Traders Way. We partner with Traders Way now. Before, it used to be a hassle trying to communicate with them. It's an offshore account. But now we have a partnership with them. So we have a go-to guy, Adam. And if there's something that he needs to call you for, he will call you and help you out with your issue. He's called me a couple of times. I didn't have an issue, but when we was working out this how we're going to do this, he called me. I was like, wow, I don't have to email him. So yeah, if not, then email Adam. If you and Lawrence try to do it with Lawrence first, but if you and Lawrence can't figure it out, then just email Adam. And that's about it. Any other questions? But yeah, Mark, that should hit there immediately. Immediately, it should be there immediately. So if it's not, then yeah, you gotta check it out. Let's see who we still have, Mark. Okay. Oh, we got Miss Sandra on. How you doing, Miss Sandra? Came in a little bit later. So hopefully you caught enough, but this has been recorded tonight, so I will send out that recording to make sure you guys are able to review it. And if you're brand new, remember, start with your demo account for a week or two till you get comfortable with the signals. Then let your sponsor know when you're ready to go live, and you go live action. All right, guys. So it's been great. It's been real. I will see you in the chat. Have a good night.